welcome to the Brandenburg Toy Show Day 1. There is no power here. As you can see, the most unusual show ever. The customers are walking around with their phones and flashlights. It is wild. Runs from 6 until 9 tonight. And I guess it's about 6:30, maybe 6:45 at the time of recording this. And you can see the sun has set by looking out at the door. It is pretty much getting dark outside. There's no power here in the fairgrounds, but you can see the signals are working. Well, they're flashing, but at least they've got power. But the fairgrounds is dark where we are at, and just look at the building. Isn't this cool? Who would have thought? Toy show by flashlight. Isn't that cool? We have got lots of farm toys at this show. Usually there's more stuff here, there's more dealers, but Lafayette was this same weekend, so that's kind of put a damper, and a few dealers went there instead of here, and one of the longtime dealers, he just couldn't make it for other health reasons, so it's been an interesting time. And here we go, the 2020, it's got a blade and chains, John Deere. We got all kinds of farm toys. There's trucks, cars, tractors. It's a great assortment of toys. It's fun setting up in the dark last night, so a lot of people were still working once the lights came back on. It was funny, the dealers started finishing their setup because it's hard to set up in the dark. I was actually kind of lucky because my booth is right over by the door, and you can see the big bright light over there. That's right beside my booth, and that's where, so I had light, and most everybody else, just no windows, just that was it. This here's the local John Deere dealer. He always brings some stuff here every year. Usually they bring more stuff than this, but they always bring some stuff to show off and sell, and good advertising for the local dealer to be at the toy show. And so they always have some interesting stuff here. Check that out, a Skeele toy weed eater and chainsaw. Chainsaws have been around a long time. Weed eaters are interesting seeing them. And then more stuff. They just announced that breakfast is now ready, so that'll be interesting. Ready to go. They always have a lot of good food here. Here comes my only competition in green light. Not a whole lot of stuff.
Breakfast is ready.
He's also got some nice DCPs here. Some new, some old. Speccast. Diecast Masters. Other first gear stuff. Farm tractors. A real nice assortment of toys. Yeah, he's got a good assortment. Very diversified. That's these shows, that doesn't help you a whole lot. You need to find something you're good at. Here's Larry Thorpe's. He is the big Oliver guy. Last night, while there wasn't much else to do, he sat around and watched the YouTube video I just did on Oliver over on my main channel. I'll put a link to that down below. Yeah, he's a big Oliver collector. And he does have other stuff, but if you're looking for Oliver, he's probably the guy to have it for you. It's interesting, you know. I mean, pretty much everybody has something that they specialize in, and then carry some other stuff. He's also kind of picked up on Alice and carries quite a bit of Alice stuff. So it's a good mix of toys. Of course, he's got some other stuff here. Red. I notice he doesn't have much in the way of John Deere green. This is the Oliver green. And then this is Galaxy Toys. He's always got a big assortment of toys. Lots of random stuff that kids can buy cheap and play with. Big collector stuff.
Oh, I used to have
400 on that Ford 846, which I've got one of those. Nice. Get some, quite a bit of this stuff. Nice prices. It's always fun to see, because these toys, you'll notice, they're actually, for the most part, a decent investment. They almost always go up a considerable amount. Some stuff doesn't, but most of it does. When you go to these shows and start watching prices and seeing what you paid for it at one time, and now looking at it, it's interesting to see where they go. So, yeah. Massey Ferguson stuff. Massey's an interesting company in the U.S. And then here's the big WA-17, WA-14 sets. People bought a lot of them. They bought them real fast because they thought they're going to keep these huge. And to be honest with you, I don't think they're going to go up that much because, well, let's face it, collector's market. But we'll have to wait around a couple of years and see what happens. We got some more stuff here. We're up here by the front door. It had lights. Main entrance, charged $2 to get in. They got concessions here. We'll just look around the whole room. Got quite a bit of stuff. It's interesting here, looking around and just seeing what's there. Got a little bit of stuff here and there, and it's interesting to see it. These two guys, he's a big Alice collector. Makes his life easy because, you know, they don't make that much Alice stuff every year. Neat circus animals. We got animals here, horses. Well, that's cool. I like that elephant.
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah. I like that. Cars. Oh. As I said, you can pretty much find anything. Elephants, cars, Campbell's soup trucks. It's kind of crazy. Budweiser, and check it out, the Ford Aeromax hauling it. Back when Ford big trucks, if you ran a NASCAR team that ran Ford cars, you had to drive a Ford truck to haul your car. Something else we've got around here, we've got some literature. It's interesting collectibles. Magazines, other farm related stuff. It's kind of crazy what you find at these places. And the last thing I'll get around to is there is a big display, and I'll get to there once we get up this aisle. Fords. Interesting memorabilia. Puzzles. That's a farm stuff. Just make puzzles out of it. That's pretty cool. And there's this woman here who brings bottles. And I don't know how she does it, but she melts the bottles down and gets these cool designs. They're actually really cool, but I don't know how she does it. My dad talked to her and figured that out once. Handmade craft stuff, mostly farm related. Really interesting what you might find around here. Check it out, painted scenes on saw blades. Old calendars. About that, a John Deere hard hat. Other John Deere stuff, some little 64ths. And they did pretty much everything here. Another guy that sells lots and lots of literature and operators manuals and that kind of stuff. He's been here for years and years and years, and got some books and some other stuff. Old signs. And these are the old dealer signs that have been around forever. They got clothes, and it's an interesting, eclectic group of toys that you'll find here. It really is. And then down there I got my green light. Mainly that's what I brought to this show. And I got a few other things. Got this guy that's got his handmade lighted signs, which are really cool. Didn't really show off that well when the power was off though last night. I got my green light stuff. These boxes saved me so much setup time, it was crazy. We got Dad here. Say good morning.
Good morning. It's a lovely morning.
Some other stuff. Mainly I bring green light to this show. And then I got one tray here that's all DCP. New, old. It's pretty cool. Then got this new school bus, which I'm going to do a review on. And then check that out. The little dual truck. And there it is. Now for the last thing. This guy brings, and every year his layout has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. Now it's about 50 feet long, and it's covered with pretty much, you name it, it's here. He's got farm scene, he's got a gas station, he's got a little strip mall over there, he's got big barns, more tractors than any farm could ever use. I mean, look at that. 3 tractors and running in a field. Pumpkin patch. Giant barn. His scale is mainly 16th, but he's got some 24th, 25th scale stuff in it because it's close enough. It works. And you've got this with the picking corn scene right here. There, barn, no farm, no food. Yep, that's right. Here's a little old scene with some older stuff in it. These guys keep winning trophies and winning trophies. And this is where his display used to end, is here. And I'll go around to the other side. Then we go to the expansion where they have gone and added more. When they first started coming here, it could all haul it in the pickup. Then they needed a U-Haul trailer, and now they're hauling it in a 40-foot horse trailer, gooseneck, because it's what it takes to haul this thing. Got sheds, buildings. They've got more stuff than you can imagine here. But they don't have a New Holland tractor. They got some New Holland equipment, but no tractors here. There's their hog barn. Grain bins. Setting tobacco. That is one hard to find piece. That little Alice Chalmers with Ellis transplanter on the back. A 2-row transplanter, which was common as can be here in Kentucky. Transplanting tobacco. And they were everywhere. You sit right back there where that guy is. Your transplants are in these bins, and then as the wheel comes around, you just drop it in, and chain drop pulls it, puts it in the ground, tamps it up, cuts a trench. You drop it in, it drops some water from the water tanks up there, are pulled into each row, and then it drops the plant, drops the water, and then it closes it up, and then you have that. A row of tobacco plants.
You over there farming?
Yeah. Of course, they're really a little bit smaller than that one. The plants are a little out of scale.
Is it?
Yeah, they're a little out of scale, but close enough.
But I actually got 2.
And there is their little pumpkin patch.
Wow.
Got little pumpkins growing. tractor seat.
I've never even seen
Fruit
that.
stand, or I mean a fruit vegetable stand. Right there going, selling fruits and
That
vegetables
is
for
cool.
people. Very common on a roadside farm. Cock shuts. Here's the back side, his farm and home store right here. And they finally made themselves a sign. They got it sitting on the back of the truck. They're mainly red IH collectors, but they also collect pretty much, you name it, they've got it. Like the only thing I didn't find was really a New Holland tractor. They've gotten Minneapolis Moline, Oliver, International, Cockshut, John Deere, Massey Ferguson,
Yeah.
Massey Harris. And here they got Massey Ferguson that's all in pieces and being worked on. Full machine shop, lathes, table saws, mills. They got the stuff here. Disassembled tractors, working in the shop. IH John Deere's in the sheds. Pickup trucks, cars,
Thank everyone for coming out this morning.
Volkswagen.
Toy show.
Several pieces on here that I've sold them over the years. And then, now let's come down here to the expansion. Jeez, look at this. Tractors galore. Boyd's Alice's, white farm equipment, white tractors, Massey Ferguson's, Alice's, Case, Alice Chalmers, John Deere, horse-drawn equipment. Yep, that's been made. Corn sheller running off of one-cylinder engine, windmills, you name it, it's here. Trucks delivering stuff, picking it up. Scale models of pedal tractors. Isn't that cool? We're making scale models of scale models. We got, Ford tractors, Fordson tractors, Ferguson tractors. Oh wait, that's a Ford 2M. We've got Ford tractors, Ford, Massey Ferguson, Case. Yeah, this is the expansion where he's added a whole bunch of new stuff. It's got that old split rail fence style fencing. There's Case tractors. As I said, you can see he's got quite a bit. And we'll go down. He's got trophies. This is a very award-winning display. And it just keeps growing. And then we'll go back just a little further this way and we'll film down. And you can pretty much see how long this thing is. You can't get it all in one shot. It's just too long. It'd be cool to have a drone in this building and fly over it and then photograph it that way, but it goes all the way down to that door. Impressive.